Diva Queens.
Hi, my Diva Queens. How are we today?
We are back.
We're back. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m.
Oh my God, I'm actually proud of us.
We've been going at it since like 9:20 for like an hour.
Yes, it takes time to set this up. We're a two-man crew. Mostly Lina does everything. How have you been?
I've been good. I went last night to a little comedy moment, like a Colombian guy that was doing like a Miami improv thing. Mm-hmm. We were gonna pay for tickets and then we were like $50.
$50.
Because you know, like the improv, it's like the ticket price plus a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah.
So then you end up spending like $200 a person.
At the Miami Improv.
Yeah.
That's
which
in
is
Doral,
in
right?
Doral now. Yeah. And then we checked Eventbrite and the tickets were free.
Really?
Yeah. I guess like he like definitely we went and like it wasn't packed, you know?
Was it in English or Spanish?
It was in English. Mm-hmm. He was pretty funny. I mean, not hilarious, but
yeah.
You know, like just good timing and
yeah,
like not terrible, but not great.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what they do. Like when they can't fill it out, they put it on Eventbrite for free so that people could at least come and have 2 drinks.
Yeah. I think comedy shows kind of work a little different than normal shows, which is weird because you have like the booker and they're just trying to fill the room out and like stand-up comedians have to do like shows in weird places too where you're like, damn.
Yeah, like sketchy places. Yeah, weird. I never really understood how that works. I still don't understand how it works, but I was like, oh, free. Okay. So we just went for the price of the 2 drinks. But other than that, I was in Denver, then I was in Jersey. Then
You've been working a lot.
I was in Denver, then Jersey, then Phoenix. All with 1 day in between each trip. Like I went to Denver, came back for a day, went to Jersey, came back for a day, went to Phoenix, and now I'm back. And
your immune system's really good.
You know, I'm not even going to talk about that. Let's just not talk about that.
Yeah, we just won't even say anything.
But you know, since I've been with my boyfriend, his immune system is really good, and I think mine is now as good as his.
Yeah.
Like, does that happen? Is that a thing?
Maybe because like you're like a vaccine, you're taking in his
yeah. Possible? Tell us, science. Is that how that works?
I don't know. To me, it makes sense.
It makes sense in my head. Like I'm getting his whatever bacterias.
You're getting his orally.
Yes. So yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was like really on top of it. I was eating like 2 oranges a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you know, I learned actually orange is like the 4th or 5th fruit that has the most vitamin C.
What's number 1?
Guava.
Really?
It has like the most, like triple the amount of like, it's like guava, then kiwi, then like strawberries, and then orange.
Really?
Yeah.
I got like chastised the other day for not having organic fruit because my friends and I were like gonna order cherries. So random. It's cherry season. We were gonna order cherries and the organic was $12 a pound and then the non-organic was like $5 a pound. And I'm like, get the non-organic. And they were like, you have to eat.
Absolutely not.
If you eat the skin.
You need to leave.
They're like, if you eat the skin, it has to be organic. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my boyfriend's big on the organic fruit
thing.
He makes a smoothie every morning, and the smoothie for him has to be the organic fruit. But he doesn't eat fruit. He only drinks fruit.
My rule on fruits and vegetables, if it's shaped like a penis, I peel it. Because it's probably been inside someone.
Oh. That is an interesting rule. I never thought about that, but maybe I should think about that.
Yeah, you won't catch me eating the skin of a cucumber.
I don't know. I'm like 50-50. Sometimes I'm like, oh, organic. Other times I'm like, that.
I know. I go through bouts of it too. It's even like with like gluten-free too, because I had an endoscopy a couple years ago and the doctor's like, you are gluten sensitive because my stomach lining was inflamed. But since being pregnant, I'm like, I can't be so restrictive. It's crazy. And my stomach, I can't tell. I've heard when you're pregnant, like a lot of your sensitivities go away.
You get new ones.
Different ones, or just like,
they just go away.
Yeah. And so like I haven't been having stomach issues as much since being pregnant. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So I've been eating gluten, but who knows? Like I could be bloated. You would never know. I would never know. Yeah. I have a 6-pound child inside of me at the moment. So
but your sensitivity is just with bloat, like it doesn't, or it like actually hurts your stomach.
It hurts my stomach, like it inflames my stomach lining. And I have a sensitivity to dairy too, which most adults have that.
Yeah.
A lot of people it varies on like severity. And if you want to like deal with it, like my husband refuses to admit that he has a dairy sensitivity. So he'll be like, I had bad poops. I'm like, yeah, my love, like you were eating soft dairy, but he's not going to stop.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, do I want to deal with feeling bloated and like my poops being weird? Usually no. So I'll like avoid those things, but it's not going to be like someone with celiacs where it's like you need to be admitted to the hospital for having.
Right, like allergic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What have you been up to other than?
I have 2 things. First of all, I had another USPS drama.
Oh,
I know. This is the 4th thing. This is the 4th thing in this house.
You know, recently I had a couple lost packages with USPS.
USPS is bad. Like
they've been worse lately.
You know, you remember there was like a whole thing of like the shortage and they were cutting the budgets for USPS and like our tax dollars go there. And it's like, I want those people to have jobs and have their pension and all those things, but you guys have to do better because this is like the 4th time that I just didn't get something delivered to my house. First, it was like my car registration. I went like a whole year. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I went a whole year without the right car registration.
Did you get stopped or something?
I never did, luckily. If they had ran my plates, they would have seen that it was updated. I just didn't have that little date sticker.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but fine. And then the second thing was those jeans.
The jeans that got lost.
That got delivered to the Airbnb house, which I don't know how my friend tracked them down. And then
wait, you found them?
No, like she found that they were delivered to the Airbnb house.
Yeah,
I don't know how she saw that they were actually delivered there, but they're gone. Like they were completely gone. And then now this last thing, I ordered an outfit for the baby to come home, like from the hospital in, and it was like this little sweater with his name on it.
How cute.
A little hat and like little booties. And it said delivered. I'm like, so cute. I came home, not here, because allegedly it had been shipped through DHL. So I clicked DHL. And then DHL, the tracking link led me to a USPS tracking. So I'm like, okay, they subcontracted.
Mother.
And I already knew.
What's been happening to me. The ones that are subcontracted with USPS are the ones that are getting lost, because I had another first of all an ASOS package, which ASOS completely up their deliveries in the US.
Really?
They no longer ship overnight. The ones that say they're gonna take 3 days take 5. The ones that say that they're gonna take 5 days take 10.
Wait, shipping takes so long now. Yeah. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like shipping used to be fast. Shipping takes so long. I went to order something from Nordstrom the other day and it was telling me over a week. I'm like, Nordstrom, are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Like, aren't you hanging on by a thread? Your shipping should be better.
The problem, Nordstrom, I don't know, some things they ship fast and some things they only ship like from the actual brand.
That's my theory, is that they're not buying things outright anymore. They're just like...
Yeah, like when it's from the actual brand, it takes forever. Like I know, for example, Neiman Marcus actually is one of the only ones that offers overnight shipping. But it's only for items that they actually carry in stock. If it's coming from the brand, it's whenever the brand feels like shipping it. But yes, so ASOS uses a shipping partner and they go through USPS. But whatever the shipping partner is, things are getting lost, because I lost 2 ASOS packages for a job that I was doing like last month. And through Amazon, whatever shipping partner Amazon is using, they came and left the package like outside of my building, like literally on the steps, like on the street.
I wish I could like complain about some of those drivers too, because it's like, how like logically.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, like you live in a huge, tall building with many, many floors.
How does it? And then you take a photo and put delivered.
Yeah.
Is it computing to you that that's not delivered?
No, they're just trying to finish their quotas. Because that's the thing too with Amazon is I think they get like graded on like how fast they're going and like how many packages they're like delivering in a day. So they're like boom, 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 boom.
And then, well, for that one, that was like I had bought like a little tote organizer for my, my
your boat and tote? Oh, your Saint Laurent tote.
For traveling, because I realized like this tote actually could be better used if I had an organizer in it. And that's what I lost. I didn't get it, but it was like Amazon, bought it through Amazon, and then the shipper was like through the seller. It wasn't like an Amazon shipper. It was like a whatever Express Go or something, you know?
Yeah.
And that's when I got lost. But lately it's been really bad. I got banned from ASOS.
You got banned? Why, for complaining?
No, for shopping and returning.
Oh. What, did they send you an email? What did it say?
It said, after reviewing your account, you fall under the few customers that under the few customers that have irregular purchase and return shopping habits. But it's really because like I buy a crap ton of options. I'm not like using stuff and sending it back. Yeah. It's just like I buy so many options for jobs. But now with their shipping, it doesn't even matter anymore because with the way that they messed up their shipping, like
it wasn't reliable.
It's at all, like at all. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't even care. Yeah. But it's like your account will be closed, and the same will happen for any other account that you have and any account that you try to open. I was like, damn, I'm really blackballed.
How do they check that? Like through your name or like the address?
I don't know. I have to try to open another one and figure it out. Like I have to see like
try it to your mom's house or something.
Right. Like I have to see if it's the address that's connected or maybe like the IP address, you know, like are they doing it by IP address or what? My boyfriend has a different computer, so I might try it on that. Try it on his computer.
See if he has like a VPN or whatever, because then it scatters the IP address.
Oh yeah, I actually have used a VPN. Oh, maybe that would work.
Yeah. So the baby's things were gone, and it said delivered to like a front desk. Mind you, I live in a house. Yeah. So I'm like, I wouldn't even know like where, like if there was
where
like,
to start.
Yeah. So
because you can call USPS. I've been on the phone with them 3 times this week.
I tried to do it through their website, which their website's trash. I guess I could try to call, but then it's really on the shipper. So I reached out to the brand.
Try to call because they'll be able to tell you like what front desk. Yeah. Where, like what address or like confirm the address. Or they'll open an investigation and sometimes they'll come back and tell you like, oh, we spoke to the mail person. They left it at this place or whatever, you know? So
maybe I'll call. But I reached out to the brand and I was like, listen, like this didn't come. Let me know. And they're like, we have to just wait until like this date and then move forward.
That's what ASOS told me with my lost package. It's like a $15 worth. Sorry,
they're like
$1,500 worth of a package, and they're like,
so that money's just floating.
It's
right
not
now?
Lost. Yeah, they're like, it's still on the way. I'm like, USPS says it's delivered.
I know. They're like, sometimes it says delivered and it will show up. Which actually, one time I ordered like during a Sephora sale, like $500 worth of stuff, and then it said delivered, but it wasn't there. So I reached out to Sephora like immediately, and I was like, my package was stolen, whatever. And they dispatched a new one like immediately. And I got it. And then randomly the other one showed up. So I don't know if like.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Like days later. So I had 2 of the same. And then I returned some of the stuff.
Sometimes that happens. But I don't know. I feel like it's been wishy-washy.
Yeah. My second thing, I cannot stop watching Love Island USA.
You know, I was gonna ask you if you watch Love Island
because I was watching it.
I was with Ashley last week, whatever, and she's like obsessed with Love Island, and she like made me watch like a couple episodes, and I had never watched it at all. So like I know a little bit about it, but not that much. But I was like, I wonder if Andrea watches this too, because it seems like you guys are real reality girlies.
I know. Usually, and I've said this before, usually I'm like strict like Bravo reality. But it kept coming up on my like social media feeds, like TikTok and Instagram, like clips of it. And at work, a few of my colleagues have been watching it, and they're like, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. Some other friends were like, you have to watch. So I'm like, okay, fine. I wasn't ready to start it because it's like a huge time commitment. Because I don't know if anyone...
It's like every night.
It's like every night except for Wednesdays, and they're like an hour and a half each. So I'm like, that's like a big undertaking.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? F it, I'll start. And usually I don't really like watching stuff with like Gen Z people either, because they're, to me, I'm so sorry, very hard to watch. Like their personalities are kind of like hard to watch.
Yeah.
But there's actually like a mix of like age people, and I don't know how they found a lot of like very emotionally mature people, because I do find a lot of them very like emotionally mature the way they operate.
Yes, but some of them are not. I don't know, but I saw something on TikTok that, and I don't know if this is true, but she was saying like, oh, I just read about like how like the process of like getting on the show, and apparently she said they have them quarantine without technology for a month before they can go on the show. And that's why people come on. So it's like so that you're in like the mental state to like be psycho.
Yeah, you know, it takes like a month to like get unaddicted to your phone. So it's because you have like, imagine you have 22-year-olds. They grew up with like
their
phones and iPads. Them being without the phone, probably the first couple weeks would be like really TV, because they are like, but
That's
like they
true.
get them in the mindset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they get those little cell phones, and sometimes I see them like clicking around on them, some of the girls, and like I clocked it and I was like, oh girl, you're addicted to your phone, because I know nothing's going on in that phone.
You're not doing
There's
just
nothing
trying to
on
click.
that phone. What are you clicking around at? But the whole thing this season was everyone on TikTok talking about that Huda girl, Huda and Jeremiah. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be juicy, because I've watched mental illness on reality TV. Let me tell you, are you guys okay? Like, they're talking about she has like multiple personality, something like that.
Like schizophrenia or something.
BPD. It's not bipolar. BPD stands for something else. They're like, I know BPD when I see it. She's disassociating, blah, 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 all this. I'm like, I'm watching it. I'm like, where's the crazy? Where's the crazy?
I haven't watched it, but I could see how
the clips make it look like.
The clips make it look like she's crazy. But like, I've also been like, I've been there. Like, I've definitely been there when a boy is trying to with you.
Yeah.
And then it drives you literally like, not crazy, but just like in that moment, you're just like as
you're wrapped up
intensified as you can be. Like your emotions are as intensified as they can be.
100%. You're literally in a vacuum. You have no social media. You're only around these people 24/7. You have to sleep with the person. And I see what Jeremiah is doing. Like, who hasn't been in that situation? My husband's been watching with me too. And we laugh because we'll be like going episode to episode, and I'll be like, it's funny to think that they've only known each other for 10 days.
Isn't it insane?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the crazy part. The crazy part is that I was acting like that after 6 years. I wasn't acting like that after 10 days.
No. But like, that's how these shows are built. It's like The Bachelor and all that stuff. I do find that Love Island, the producers, are very responsible in that they don't really feed them alcohol at all. They're like sober, and they only give them wine at night.
They're always on that water bottle.
Yeah, on the water bottle, but they don't give them alcohol. I think it's literally water.
Cocoa juice?
Yeah. Maybe it's like soda or something, but like I think they're really crazy about consent too, because even like in the first couple episodes, there's like a girl that's like, I'm a Christian. They were kissing her on the cheek. They weren't like forcing her to do anything. Like they're not around over there.
Yeah. What I find like annoying, honestly, is the narrator's voice. It's like such a contrast.
I know, it's such British TV.
Right, but I think like even on the British one, because Ashley also showed me the British one, the tonality of the voice is like weird and it's like badly placed, and I don't know. I think they could have done better with that.
There's such a thing about if you watch like British reality TV shows, British people like that. It's like they have a different sense of humor and they like that sort of narration, because even that Naked Attraction show I watch does that. Naked
Attraction show
they have that like weird, it's like really corny banter.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my friend who is actually like from the UK, so she like has been watching Love Island like original for a long time, and then she told me to watch Love Island USA, and I didn't realize like that's just like they're horny as hell, and it's like borderline like porno. Like it's like some of the stuff.
On the British one.
No, like the US one.
Yeah.
I don't know the British one. I've never watched it. This is my first time watching Love Island, but there's a couple times where I was like clutching my pearls, where I'm like, damn, these people are crazy.
They're like in that room where they
like in front of everyone, because the beds are like that.
Yeah.
What killed me was I was watching the episode where it was the leather and lace challenge, and the British guy, there was one British guy on there, and the whole time he was like, yeah, I'm into this, oh, I'm kinky, I can't wait to show the girls what I like I'm gonna crawl on all fours, spank me, all this stuff. He was like the front runner, like being like, yeah, I'm into this. So the challenge was the girls strung up their couple, and then they were like, oh, do whatever you want to him, like you're the dom. So his girl tied him up, and she's like this little blondie 22-year-old from like Arizona. She ties him up. She's like doing a thing, ooh, like going to spank him. And then she grabs his face, opens his mouth, spits right into his mouth. And I was like, oh, girl, I've been watching reality TV since I was a child. I was like,
you're like, I've never seen that on TV.
And his face, he was not expecting that. He did not like it either. And he was like,
he didn't like it?
No, he didn't like it. But it's like, don't talk then. If you're saying you're kinky, be kinky.
And yeah, you're kinky and you're here for the ride.
I texted my husband and I was like, I can't believe this just happened. Like, I was like, girl, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You spit in this man's mouth.
Yeah.
She's kinky. And then I was talking to my colleague about it, and she was like, yeah, like, I think that American kinky is much different than UK kinky. So he was not expecting that. Like, they're a bit more prudish than we are.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I think they really are into like the leather and latex thing though.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was costume designing this film, Agrodrift, I was looking for like latex stuff. And the only sellers on Etsy, most of the sellers on Etsy for latex stuff are from the UK.
Yeah. I think like aesthetically they may like the look, but I think like when it does then come to like in the bedroom, it's a different story.
They're a little bit more vanilla.
Yeah. I mean, like even TikTok, you'll see these girls. Like I started following this sex worker on Instagram, and she's talking about getting ready to be a dom, and she goes and poops on her clients. And I'm like, okay, sister. Make that money.
That's different.
Couldn't be me.
Me either.
In another scene, it's always the night vision cameras too, but the same girl that spit in the mouth, she goes to have sex with a guy, and you literally see her like into the hand, and like, I'm like, you guys, this is getting filmed.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like, tell your dad not to watch it, please.
Can you imagine? No.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I
know.
wouldn't even talk. Like, I would be like, no, I'm not on a reality show. What are you talking about? That's not
they're
me.
in there so long. It's like a couple months, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, sometimes, do you ever watch a reality show and you're like, I think I could do this. I think I could do this. But then like watching Love Island, I was like, I absolutely could not do this shit. Yeah.
I feel like we've been into it, but like we have other topics.
I know. It's hard too, because I feel like we went a little while without seeing each other.
Yeah, so we're actually catching up. Did you see Skims Roberto Cavalli collab announcement?
did see that announcement with Kim Kardashian. I feel like she has a few characters that she typically plays in her ad campaigns, and one of them is kind of like Italian mob wife.
Oh, she loves that character.
She does love that character, right? So she has this little bob wig.
It's not even a bob. It's like what your grandma gets when she cuts her hair off.
Yeah. I remember my grandma went to Colombia years ago to like stay with her sisters, and you can get beauty treatments there for like really cheap.
Yeah, they're the best.
And she did like a keratin or like a Botox on her hair.
Yeah.
And they like fried her hair off, and she ended up like having to have this same, like it literally like to a T was like Kim's wig in this.
Yeah, like the feathered, like short senora haircut.
Yeah.
It's literally a senora haircut. I always wonder, like, what's the age that you decide, like, okay, I'm gonna get the senora haircut? I'm gonna be like 80 with my hair long.
I know. I think it just depends, A, on trends, and B, on like how mobile you are.
Yeah.
Like if you're still up and running
you can still brush your hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a tiger print one piece. We have like tiger print everywhere.
Roberto Cavalli passed away last year, right?
Yeah, he did. I saw that. Okay, we have like a capri pant.
I think it's like, it's such a choice when these big heritage brands decide to do like a Skims campaign. And I saw on Business of Fashion recently, they did an interview with like the CEO of Skims, and they were talking about all the things that are like working for that brand, and why it's successful. And one of the things too is like they're actually like their brick and mortar is really successful.
Oh my gosh. I saw that by the end of this year, they'll have a total of 22 storefronts, which is like rapid fire.
That can really make or break a brand when they open too quickly, too rapidly, too many. It can like kind of like collapse in on itself. So I think TBD how successful that will be too, because it's also hard to predict like economically where we'll be at next year with like geopolitically what's going on in this world.
Yeah. And I think also what works in Miami is not going to work in Paris,
yeah.
You know?
I do think like it might have to come down, and sometimes I have like a totally off base read of things like this, because I have my own ideas of things and people don't always agree. But it might have to come down to Kim actually separating herself from the brand Skims for the success to continue like on an upward chart, because I don't think people are with the Kardashians like they used to anymore, or in general celebrity brands. They're not buying Skims because it's Kim Kardashian. I think people are buying it because now they're seeing like they actually do like the quality and they do like what the offering. So it could get to a point where she actually needs to separate herself from the brand and just let Skims be autonomous, like without her.
I think it's a few years out though.
Yeah.
Like possible.
But it's like celebrity cosmetic lines, it's kind of the opposite. That's a big reason why they say that Selena Gomez hasn't sold Rare Beauty, because if she separates herself from it, like people wouldn't really buy it. That's why I'm very like TBD on this Rhode Beauty thing.
Oh, that they sold it, right?
They're in discussion to sell it to e.l.f. for $1 billion. It was valuated at $1 billion. But I do genuinely think that Rhode wouldn't survive without Hailey. I don't think there's anything there.
I don't think that, well, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to. I mean, she owns the patent, though. I don't know if it's patent pending or whatever, but she owns, like, that's her proprietary, like, invention, the iPhone
case.
The iPhone case. And so I'm sure she's still going to get some kind of cut. That's why she would
She just
be
needs
willing
to get out. She just needs to get out. She has to do, like... I think you can use Kylie Jenner as the playbook on like where to fumble. I mean, like she got out but she looked like stupid in the end because they were like forging the tax returns and that was proven. But I think like right now Hailey has something that's lucrative and she needs to just get out while it's like good and people still care.
Yeah.
And I think too, like she has to protect herself because like whatever's going on in like their relationship is strange and very tumultuous.
Strange, yeah.
So I'm about a woman making financial decisions to protect herself
I agree.
From a man.
Yeah. Did you see that Skims also put the Nike production on hold, or it's delayed or something?
I did just see that, which is interesting because the announcement happened originally in February, right? And then it was like crickets.
It was supposed to be out this spring. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to see something by now, but I think they announced that it was put on hold because of production delays. I don't know whose decision that was. What did you see about it possibly being that she wanted to separate herself from Nike?
I was reading on Reddit that Skims was actually trying to make the decision to separate themselves from Nike because Nike's stock
is
plummeting and they've been floundering, which kind of like brings a bigger discussion about like where Nike stands in like the activewear space at all, which I think that they have not been successful in transitioning to these like new ways of marketing. I don't think that they're competitive with like these newer brands. The activewear environment is like super oversaturated, and I think they're just like not bringing what other brands are bringing to the table, like even quality or aesthetically.
Yeah, I was telling Andrea, like, how does it take you that long to come out with a yoga line? I'm sorry, like the yoga line's only been in the works for like 5 years, barely.
Yeah, and like that's still, I would pick at least 7 other brands before I would go to Nike for a legging.
Yeah.
Like sneakers, 100%. I'll be there. But how often do you need a new pair of sneakers? I think a lot of, you were saying too, like younger consumers are trying to be more conscientious about like who they're buying from, how often they're buying, what they're buying.
Yeah, I think like a lot of younger consumers are very awake, very woke about factory, like sustainable production, what kind of factories they're using, how much child labor they're involved with, all of that. I think kids are very aware these days.
And I think along with that, the Kardashians kind of like chronically and historically have an issue of announcing collabs or business plans like prematurely.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's what happened with the kimono brand.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they had stuck with kimono?
If Skims was named kimono.
Them changing that name was the best thing business-wise they could have ever done.
Yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's actually, it aligns with like the things that people like about names. Apparently, historically, people like names with S's and that have like a X sound.
Like Spanx.
Like Spanx, yeah. Like, and for it to be like a made up word.
Yeah.
They've done studies where like people lean more toward those made up words that start with S's and end with, or have a X in it.
Is Courtney still doing poosh? That reminded me. Remember she tried to do like her goop thing
I don't know,
called poosh.
Didn't she just do a poof popcorn or something like that?
Chloe did the poof popcorn.
Chloe, not Courtney.
They all just like throw things at the wall. I heard the popcorn too was like, it's a protein popcorn. People are like, this is just, it's stupid. Like, there's much better ways to get your protein. And all the powder kind of falls to the bottom. It doesn't stick to the popcorn.
Oh, that's true. So. I haven't tried it, but I did want to. Because I do like popcorn, so I was curious.
Yeah, I love popcorn, but I hate supporting them.
Yeah, I don't like supporting them either.
So, the other thing I saw was like this was the first campaign Kris Jenner has done since they've been kind of open about their plastic surgery. Which since I think
her full on
her facelift,
deep plane facelift,
which I think we talked about last episode, and then after that, Kylie came out and spoke about like her breast augmentation. Yeah. I think this, because everything they do is intentional. It's like another kind of like business move in that they're seeing that people aren't with them as hard anymore. And they're like, how can we be relatable? Let's finally admit that we have so much plastic surgery. Because the jig is up, baby.
Yeah. She won't give those deets on the BBL, though.
Yeah. I do wonder. I mean, I think the biggest thing is like how they healed their scars because they don't have the like true telltale sign of a BBL is like the scars on your back.
Yeah. But how do we know she doesn't have them?
I don't know. Well, I guess you'd have to examine. You know what I've heard? This is kind of tea to someone who's like a hardcore plastic surgery person. If you're ever around, allegedly, if you're ever around like Bella Hadid and her team, which if you know how she used to look, like if you ever watched early seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her mom was on it. And so was she before her multiple surgeries. They allegedly, apparently, her team and her act like she's never had surgery. Like they're all in this delusion.
They're all in the bit together.
Yes, and they just feed into her thing where it's like, no, she's the most beautiful woman in the world. This is just her face. Mm-hmm. This is just her face.
It's nice to have people on your side.
Is it? I think that's how you get a little crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you get to Kanye at some point. There's there's a few steps ahead of that, but eventually you end up being Kanye.
Okay. What else do we got?
Jonathan Anderson released his first kind of like teaser at Dior, which was 3 book totes.
Yeah, and I saw actually people were noticing that the old Dior logo is back, the lowercase Dior.
The lowercase Eeyore, capital D.
Yeah.
I think they look cute. I think people were kind of saying that like, oh, I've seen this before. Do you remember those clutches that were like old books looking kind of things?
Yes.
I think like Charlotte Olympia or something did that.
Used to do them a lot.
I'm like, okay, everything's been done, you guys. Can we just get a grip? Maybe I'm like a Jonathan Anderson apologist because I think he's fantastic. But I do think it's kind of clever. It is called the book tote.
Yeah.
And he's using book titles
And
on
you're
the book tote.
And you're a bookworm.
I'm a bookworm. There's a Dracula one.
I know. I saw the Dracula one. It's cute. It's yellow and red, right?
Yeah, but it's probably already like, it's like 5 bands, I bet.
Oh, absolutely, because it's full leather. It's not even canvas anymore.
That was full leather?
I think that was full leather.
Jesus Christ.
So we saw that Dior was putting people in their close friends.
On Instagram?
On Instagram. And I Deserve Couture was in the close friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so it was the teasing of like the book toe and like something else, whatever. And so I Deserve Couture made a video and was like, why am I in Dior's close friends? Yeah.
These brands, like, I think they are starting to kind of like understand like what they have to do on social media. Yeah.
And they're probably getting Gen Z social media
probably
managers.
Is that what we need? Do we need Gen Z social media?
We might need a Gen Z social media manager.
Apply within. And exciting news along with Jonathan Anderson, he brought on his shoe wear designer, Nina Kristen from Loewe, and she also designed shoes for Bottega.
Yeah, and most recently, actually, The Row.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and actually, she started her career at Saint Laurent.
I wonder what years.
I don't know.
I have to look into that.
But I was reading into that. She's a Swiss designer.
Was that Thunder?
I think so.
Oh my God, scary.
Spooky.
So Nina is known for like really iconic shoe silhouettes. She did the balloon
that everyone loves, that balloon Loewe shoe that everyone loves. It's a very strange shoe.
Yeah.
I don't know if would you wear it? Would you wear that shoe?
So my thing with their shoes they are truly collector's pieces in that when they are not comfortable. Like
I've seen that people say like this is the most beautiful shoe, but you can't wear it more than 2 hours.
Torture traps. Yeah. And I do find that the finishes on their shoes don't look high quality.
Could be better.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting because I think that their leather bags, like they're known for their leather. The bags are insane. Like insane. So it really does feel like a departure when it's like the shoes. Like where are the shoes getting produced versus the handbags?
Yeah.
She also designed the puddle boot for Bottega, which was that like rubber boot that everyone was wearing.
That everybody loves. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a few like iconic designs under her belt. And for her to be designing for the row also, she probably did that plastic shoe that's selling for $800.
I know. You know that they discontinued that because there was a whole...
They were breaking.
Yeah, they were breaking.
Yeah.
And that you could have like brought it back to them like after... Like you can bring it back at like any point for like a refund.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Who wants to keep doing that? Who wants to keep playing that game?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I saw was A$AP Rocky being the new creative director for Ray-Ban has officially released one SKU, which is the Ray-Ban Wayfarer. It's like the puffer version though. It's like a puffy.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny that we were talking about Loewe like right before this because do you remember their balloon
one? Yeah.
You know, I have a pair.
It was very exaggerated. I feel like the Ray-Ban one is
a little less.
Yeah.
I have the square Loewe ones and I tried to drive my mom. Like I was driving with my mom and I was like, I can't drive in these.
Can't see. You can't see. Thing is so thick. You have blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same ones you have, which are the
flower Loewe ones?
The flower ones. I used to love them, but I don't wear them that much anymore. I need to like figure out and sell them or something. I don't know why I don't like them. I feel like that SpongeBob meme.
What color are yours? Yellow?
Yellow.
I would hang on to them because it's like, I think that you'll come back to them at a certain point.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like, it's not like financially you're out so much with sunglasses.
It's not. And honestly, they don't resell that well either way.
And I think about when I worked at the vintage store when I was in college, about people who were like sunglass collectors and they have like Cazals and all that like from back in the day. I'm like, that would actually be really cool to have all these like 20 years from now.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be so on top of the maintenance of sunglasses as you do like leather goods and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think keep it for the archive.
You just need a place to keep them.
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, A$AP Rocky. I think every time I hear of like a celebrity being announced as like creative director, I think about that interview with Kanye West when he's like, what the f does Lady Gaga know about Kodak
or about camera, about Polaroid?
About photography.
Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the f does she know about cameras?
Yeah.
I always think about that because I'm like, it's kind of like when celebrities get the honorary degrees from like Harvard.
From Harvard. It's like, no, you didn't.
I think A$AP Rocky's just going to be doing a lot of like stuff like this, projects in the interim, because he still hasn't released his album. Mm-hmm. And that has like kind of like a TBD release date. They were talking about August. But he's going to have to like get the hype there again. Because I don't know if people are looking for his music like the way they look for his personal style and everything else, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what comes first. Like the fans that look for his style or the fans that are waiting for his music. I wonder. Because I'm not necessarily waiting for his music.
No.
I like him, but I'm not like, oh, I can't wait for the A$AP album to come out.
No. Did you see, this is just, because they were all kind of like in the same realm. You saw Pusha T came for Travis Scott in that interview.
I saw that. He called him, what'd he say? He called him shameless.
He called him harmless, which is kind of even
harmless.
Worse.
And then he said he's like shameless. Yeah. Or something like that, because he interrupted like a studio session.
Yeah, so Pusha T was recording his new album at the LVMH office in Paris, which if you didn't know, he was working with Pharrell, and Pharrell's obviously the creative director of Louis Vuitton. And Travis Scott apparently called and was like, hey, I'm coming. Like, I want you guys to listen to the new album, which Pusha T was saying, like, we didn't want to listen to the new album, but he just kind of like thrust this upon us and didn't really give us a choice. So he shows up to the office. He plays them the whole album. Like, he's like hype. And Pusha T's like, okay, like, we don't really care. Like, we're working here. Mm-hmm. And then he purposely skipped Drake's part on the song where he disses Pharrell, which is like shady as because you're sitting there at Pharrell's office, basically.
Right.
Omitting this. That's like lie by omission.
What did he say about Pharrell? I forgot.
So in Travis Scott's song Meltdown, so this was back in 2023. He said, man, all that spinning the narrative, I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Yeah. So, and so that was like him talking about buying Pharrell's chains in like that auction. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. And then like apparently like melting it down. But that's just like,
who's he talking about that Pharrell's the boss of?
Maybe Pusha T. Because remember Pusha T was the one that outed Drake for having a son.
Oh, true.
When they were having their beef.
Yeah.
So that interview came out, and then all around that same time, the Astroworld documentary came out. Mm-hmm. And it kind of reminded the public, like, did we get over Astroworld too fast?
Right.
Because
I haven't seen anything about Astroworld.
Yeah.
So fill me in.
Okay, so I think that I'm going to preface this with saying, when you are pregnant, your sensitivity to things changes a lot. And my tolerance for things has changed a lot. And I used to be like very, like, you will know, like, I mean, you know me. I like dark things.
She likes horror.
I like horror. But true crime, I just like cannot stomach it anymore. Like anything that's like kind of like really based in like
truly
true.
Twisted.
It's hard. So something about the Astro World, the whole thing just felt so dark-sided to me. I actively chose to not watch it, but I did listen to Beyond the Blinds recap of it, which they did a pretty comprehensive recap of the whole documentary. And in the documentary, they interview people that worked at the event that were hired and victims of the event, like survivors. And they went through like a comprehensive timeline of like the entire series of events that day and how it led to the point of like people dying. And Travis Scott has been known for like basically inciting violence at his shows. He's always kind of done that. Like he calls his fans like the Ragers or whatever. And he has always like hyped the crowd up to be like violent towards each other and like getting really aggressive.
Yeah, he like supports mosh pits and all that stuff.
Which I do think is kind of like interesting as someone that grew up in like the hardcore and like punk and the metal scene, like going to shows. Because when I was growing up, there was kind of like a different level of understanding and respect when you're like at a show. And if there was someone in the pit that was actively just there trying to hurt people, they would get like thrown out or like they would get like jumped basically. Like, you're just here to hurt people. Like, this is fun. This isn't just to hurt people. Like, get the out of here. The people would beat the shit out of someone like and get them like kicked out. So like, I think that this generation that they're trying to like emulate things that they've seen, but don't actually know
they don't know the etiquette.
The etiquette.
Yeah.
That's a piece that's missing because it's not about hurting people. It's about like having fun, you know? Mm-hmm. So he also purposely oversold the event. So that venue in Houston could hold like 30,000 people and they sold 50,000 tickets. And then beyond that, before the event, he was tweeting for people to crash the event. So
people would just come through.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah. And the event setup was really poorly planned. He had done Astroworld in the past, but he wanted this one to be like the biggest one yet. And I think that in part of planning festivals, you kind of strategically have multiple artists playing at the same time to break up the crowds. But he didn't have anyone on the main stage the entire day, and he was the only one playing at that time. So that then caused everyone to be there for his show.
Right. There was nothing else to watch.
There was nothing else to watch. They also, the way they set up the stage, there was, you could only enter through one side, where typically when it's a large stage, you can come.
Two sides.
Well, it's just like the stage is in front of you and you can leave through the back. Like it's just open behind you. So stage here, open. you had to funnel in. Kind of like a cattle corral.
Yeah, yeah.
So like stage here, this all blocked. You entered through the left and that was it. You could only...
Everything else was squared off.
And so everyone was packed in and it started crowd surging, which is when bodies start to act like liquid, not solids. And basically now with all the footage and evidence, because, you know, he wasn't found liable. He did have to settle like civil lawsuits, but like criminally, him and Live Nation, they weren't found liable of anything. But it does appear that there's like a lot of evidence that they knew that people were dying or incapacitated during the show, and they continued to...
They continued with the show.
So there's apparently a policy that if there's like one CPR going, you have to stop a show. And they knew there was like 4 active CPRs.
And they didn't stop.
They didn't stop. And they then decided to bring...
the showrunner.
The showrunner. So they said, another thing too was, they said that there was only 2 people that were allowed to stop the show, which we've seen after that so much evidence that like an artist can be like, yo, like
Stop
the show. Like you can stop.
Yeah.
So nobody pulled the plug, and apparently during his set, they couldn't find the people who were like in charge of stopping the show. And there's recordings of people being like, yo, we have to say in his ear, like, you have to stop the show because there's like active CPRs. I'm pretty sure someone's dead, blah, blah, blah. So they don't know if they ever even said it through his ears, but instead what they do have evidence of was they brought out Drake. So people had already died and they brought Drake
out.
Yeah. And then...
That's terrible.
No, it's horrific. And you can watch...
But it's like, were they opening up the barricades at
No,
that point?
they weren't
Like,
opening up the barricades. They were trying to bring people over.
I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you start moving the barricades?
I know. And I was looking at pictures and they had like huge fences off to the side because I'm like, could people have like climbed? Like I was just like trying to understand. And but people say like at the point where it was like capacity wise, people's feet were off the floor. So you couldn't move. There was nothing you could do. And it was like piled. It's hard to like visualize, but it was like literally bodies
piles of people.
Yeah. So they also are claiming that he had signed a contract with Apple Music to stream the whole show, and that there was a clause in the contract that he wouldn't get paid out unless he completed it.
If he stopped it.
Yeah. So that was like another thing that he had like a $4 or $5 million contract. So if he didn't complete the show,
I had a feeling it was something like that. I thought maybe it was a contract with the venue or a contract with something, but it was the live stream, the stream. Whatever.
Yeah. So it's hard to like to see his side because he claims he didn't know when there's so much social media footage of it because so many people were recording from their cell phones, and you can hear in so many parts people screaming, "Stop the show, stop the show." And obviously, like, I don't know what it's like to be on stage with like inner ear and noise and like what that sounds like if you actually can hear people saying "Stop the show, stop the show." But there was people that got up on stage in front of the cameras that were recording it being like, people are dying, you need to stop.
Right.
So I don't know. I think like, I do feel like people got over that too fast. They claim there was only like 10 fatalities, but another part of it was they think that they only counted the fatalities of people who bought tickets. So if you passed away...
They only have that as a record, I guess? Oh, wow.
If you had passed away, but you didn't buy a ticket, you weren't counted towards the fatalities. So, yeah, I don't know.
So sad.
Sad. It's really sad. It's really scary. It's scary to think, like, if you've been in, like, festival situations, like, how fast things can go sideways or, like, how much planning it really does take to make it a safe environment for people. When I was 13 or 14, my sister and her boyfriend took me to Warped Tour. And I remember we went to like the main stage they took me to see My Chemical Romance. And that was like peak.
Big deal.
A big deal. And I was little, imagine I was like 13 or 14. And somehow I got to the front, and there was the gate there and security was there.
Oh, on Warped Tour, you were getting pushed on the front.
Yeah. And
I remember being pushed.
Yeah. It got dangerous at one point, apparently, but I was young, so I didn't realize. And security pulled me out. They saw me struggling and they pulled me out over the gate, and I like had to run to the front and around the back and wait for my sister. And that was like before cell phones and stuff too. So I don't even remember how I found my sister. I ran into my friend that was there, but like I think
Warped
about
Tour
that.
for the most part was like not that big. It was never like
no, it wasn't like
huge
crazy
where like you couldn't find people or whatever.
Yeah.
And they also always had multiple stages.
Yeah, they had multiple
bands
stages
playing. So
Yeah.
like you would just go and like check it. Oh, okay, is my friend here?
There was like meet and greets with the bands too, which I think also like buffered how many people were going to like certain shows at certain times. And the stages were smaller. Like they planned the whole thing.
It wasn't so massive.
Yeah, but I think about that. Now I think about that and I'm like, damn, like I must have looked like I was struggling like for this grown man. He literally picked me up and pulled me out. Like the security picked me up, pulled me out over the gate and was like, go.
Get your ass out.
Yeah.
Get your ass out of here. Yeah.
So
scary.
Very scary stuff.
I feel like that's it. That's all we got.
That's it. That was good.
That was pretty good. We had a lot.
I feel like we had a lot to talk about. I just want to briefly I have some ins and outs of the week. Boop, 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 boop. African net sponges. You probably get ads for them on your TikTok.
You've been talking to me about this for a long time. I tried it once a long time ago. I'm a exfoliator when I shower. Like I don't feel showered unless I'm like
yes, they have little knots in the net.
I use the natural loofah, the hard one, like the Colombian ass natural loofah. It's not Colombian, but Colombians use it.
No, I'm like big on the exfoliating thing too. Like I have a dry brush, I have a brush for the shower, I have a Korean spa mitt. And I introduced the African net sponge into my routine and I'm like,
how was I living without this?
Literally, it's so good. And if I care about you and love you, I will like send you, when I like something, I send it to you like immediately. So I'm like, you need to try this.
Which one do you have? Because I know like it's kind of a mission to buy them now because there's people that are selling like
fake ones
and not.
Yeah. So I read a lot of reviews from Amazon and I would recommend watching videos on TikTok of like how to like differentiate the real one from the fake one.
You need the one with the knots.
And then like it's when you kind of like bounce it has like some give back, some kickback. And then I would read reviews.
Share the link.
I'll share the link. It was like $8. You can wash them in the washer machine too. So sustainability.
I like that they don't hold bacteria because the natural loofah does.
Yes.
So you have to change it out like every week, which is like a lot.
And it's nice for someone that like, I was using a loofah too, and I would feel like guilty like tossing it after a while. Like I hate things that don't have like longevity. It makes me feel like guilty for like my impact on the environment.
But it's not the same concept. Like it's not the same material as the synthetic loofahs.
No, it's more like nylon-y, like a twill of like a twine almost. Because you can't rip it.
Oh, and the synthetic loofahs you can.
Yeah. If anything, I would like say it gives fishing net.
Yeah. No, I just wonder like why the material doesn't hold bacteria, but the natural loofahs do.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the natural loofahs, the synthetic loofahs. Mm-hmm. You know, like the little plush ball.
Yeah, I think it's like the structure, because like the fact that when I'm done with it, I can like string it from the thing and it's like flat rather than holding
moisture
in
and
the ball.
stuff in a ball. Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
And then you can also like put it in the washer machine, which is nice. Mm-hmm. And it gets like the foam going so good on your soap. So 10 out of 10. I don't know if people know this too, but Moroccan Oil, the brand, they make a bar soap for your body. Smells amazing.
I like Moroccan oil scents.
Me too.
For the hair,
I just got the light oil for my hair, so we'll see how that is. And my out is, I don't know if anyone else had this who has children, but like my skin has been so dry since being pregnant. I probably look like a shiny mess because I'm like sweating my tits off right now under this light. But my eye skin, my upper eyelid skin, my face around like my mouth has been so dry. And I'm like, this child's sucking the life out of me.
You know, I started getting, well, I haven't gotten in a while, but I get like little red flaky spots on my eyelids too. My dad has it. It's like a little form of like eczema.
Yeah, I think I've had that on my eyelids before, but now I'm kind of getting it.
This is different though, what you're talking about.
Maybe it is the same. But yeah, I've just been getting these dry patches. I've been putting like Cicaplast, which if you're familiar is like like butt paste, like it's like heavy. I got like this French nipple cream I've been putting on my eyelids. Like I've just been trying things.
Stop it. French nipple cream?
French Nippolina cream. Yes. But I will say my skin's never been this good. And I wonder if it's either the child inside me, the prenatals I take, or because I've just not been using that much stuff on my skin. Because something they don't tell you about is there's a lot of you can't use when you're pregnant, which was like half the I used to use. Can't use retinols. You can't use any of that.
Oh, wow. You can't use retinols.
Yeah.
And you can't do the Botox.
No, you get a wonky baby. Before we go, I just wanted to say this will probably be our penultimate episode for the season. Next episode will probably be the season finale, and then the baby will arrive.
The baby will arrive, and then it'll be a guest host.
Guest host, probably my mother in the background holding the child. We may try like virtual too next season. We'll see.
Yes.
But we just wanted to give you guys a heads up before we go.
Yeah, because last season we didn't tell you when we were done.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're not done yet. We probably have one more left in us.
Exactly. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any subjects that you want to hear about or questions that you have for us, or was it a bad day, or is that person just a piece of shit? You can email it to It's Not That Serious This Week at gmail.com. You can follow us on all social media platforms. It's Not That Serious, the pod. You can follow me at Andrea the Angel on all social media platforms.
You can follow me at Lina Gosh on all platforms.
And
we love you guys.
We love you guys. And remember,
it's not that serious.